Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Edge and CEO at Trout, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of last week's stories and select the 5 most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, in a surprising turnaround, having enough money to pay for an emergency, not saving for retirement, is the number one cause of stress for workers in a new Ebrey-Greenwald study. Paying monthly expenses was number 2. The convergence of wealth, retirement, and benefits is full on, with supplemental, non-related features like emergency savings and student loan debt being added to the workplace platform. In reality, they are all related as people balance their expenses, savings, and allocation of benefits, requiring smarter technology and more savvy advisors for both plan sponsors to design the right package and employees to allocate optimally. Meanwhile, the industry is asking for more clarification about PLESs under Secure 2.0, including how to withdraw without penalty and what constitutes an emergency. A recent Fidelity report indicates that DC participants rank emergency savings just behind saving for retirement. Next story, as the industry awaits the DOL's new Fiduciary Rule currently at the OMB, Acting Secretary Hsu's comments to the Senate committee reviewing her confirmation are revealing. According to Hsu, the DOL is committed to proposing a new fiduciary rule with the focus on eliminating conflicts of interest, especially related to IRA rollovers. She is concerned with advisors being regulated by different agencies, creating unlevel playing fields, though she did indicate that the DOL is coordinating with the SEC and IRS. So while it is a clear conflict for a plan advisor to induce an active participant to move assets from the plan to an IRA, which can result in as much as 10 times greater fees, when is it in the best interest for a terminated participant to roll out of the plan? There are tools today that allow advisors to manage clients' assets within a plan, while the DC industry is scrambling to offer in-plan retirement services. Next story. According to a Cerulli report, sponsors of managed accounts are concerned about the returns of advisor-managed accounts, with 82% consistently underperforming those managed by a home office. The report includes 30 sponsors accounting for 90% of the managed account assets. 70% of affluent investors believe that advisors are not best positioned to manage the discretionary portfolios, while 79% of sponsors say that advisors stray from their investment policy. Though gaining traction, only 17% of RPAs use managed accounts as the default option, according to Sway Research, with limited usage or engagement outside of the QDIA. They also pose a potential conflict of interest if a fiduciary advisor is paid extra by the managed account they use or recommend. Next story. Morningstar and others are pushing back on the SEC's AI and Predictive Analytics rule, claiming it is too complicated and would unnecessarily increase expenses, recommending instead that they should be part of Reg BI. Previously, FSI, the US Chamber, and NAIFA had expressed concerns. The issue is whether AI and predictive analytics could be skewed to benefit the advisor and their firm, creating conflicts. Proponents of the new rule claim that advisors complying with Reg BI through disclosure are unaware or could be unaware of the programmed conflict of interest. Much more to come about AI for financial services industry, with some sort of oversight required by regulators to protect investors. Finally, using acronyms and code sections are symptoms of the problem known as the curse of knowledge, which means we do not know what it's like not to know. Using industry language without defining it is demeaning and will turn away clients and prospects, not impress them. In my column this week on wealthmanagement.com, I discuss how dangerous and debilitating using code section and acronyms can be, alienating plan sponsors and participants alike. Plan sponsors' lack of knowledge and experience can be an advantage, but only to advisors that do not fall into the trap of the curse of knowledge using arcane language. So those were the most important and interesting stories from the past week. I listed a few others I thought were worth reading. Please let me know if I missed anything or if you have any comments. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking with you next week on 401k Real Talk.